doing?
Eating your Bible.
Why are you eating my Bible?
Because I want to be filled with God's Word.
Remember, if you eat the Bible, how will you remember what it says?
Isn't that what happens?
You think you'll remember it if you eat it?
I don't know.
I don't think you'll remember it if you eat it. I think you actually have to memorize it in your mind.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, I have an experiment for us. It's all ready to go.
Okay. Oh, what is this?
Oh, don't pop it. It's a water balloon.
That's so cute.
Oh, it gets you real wet real fast. Kids, we have a water balloon here, and I have tried so hard to get it in this. I've tried. I keep pushing. I'm trying to get it in there, and it just won't go. I'm just going to add a little heat to this. And what we've read about in God's Word, Jesus was actually talking to his disciples. And he said, what is impossible with men is possible with God. That was a time when Jesus was talking to his disciples, and he was teaching them that sometimes what seems impossible with men is possible with God. As a matter of fact, even John 14:6 says this. Jesus said, I am the way, the truth, and the life. It says, whoa! No one comes to the Father except through me.
No one.
I want to read one more verse to you to help us understand what this is talking about.
Okay.
It's a little bit longer verse, but it comes from Matthew 7. And it says this. It says, Jesus said, enter by the narrow gate. For the gate is wide and the way is easy that leads to destruction.
Destruction?
Destruction. And those who enter it are many. For the gate is narrow and the way is hard that leads to life. And those that find it are few.
So the wide road goes to destruction and the skinny road goes to life?
That's right. Think about it like this that we made. Remember, this was kind of the narrow road. It was a narrow path. And as hard as we tried, we just couldn't get through on our own, could we? And Jesus said, I'm the way, the truth, and the life. Right? So the way to get through the hard stuff in life is through Jesus. Through him, he'll help you get through that narrow spot. With man, what seems impossible is possible with God. It seems impossible that we could have eternal life.
But with God, it's possible.
Right, because he said, I'm the way, the truth, and the
life.
Right, exactly. You know, that reminds me of one thing.
What is that?
Well, when I was a kid, sometimes I felt very tempted to lie.
Ooh.
Because sometimes it just seemed easier to lie.
What?
Every time that road led to destruction.
So it's not easy to lie.
Right. It might seem easy in the first place, and it might seem like the best plan because I won't think I'll get in as much trouble if I tell a lie. But in the end, when my mom finds out and I get in bigger trouble than I did before, I think that's kind of like the path of destruction.
Yeah, it is.
Like every wrong choice I've ever made, I realize really isn't a blessing or a benefit. It actually leads to something hard every time. Right? Have you ever told a lie because you were afraid of getting in trouble?
Yeah, I thought I'd get in more trouble, so I tried to hide it, but it didn't work.
And then you feel guilty, don't you?
Yeah.
That's like the path of destruction. You live in shame and guilt and fear of getting caught, right?
Yeah.
But the narrow road is actually harder. Sometimes it's hard to tell the truth. Sometimes it's hard to be honest because we don't want to face up to the truth of the trouble and the consequences we might have to deal with. But in the end, you know, there's so much more blessing. I almost felt, as a kid, I almost felt relief when my mom found out, because even though I got in trouble, I wasn't afraid anymore of trying to keep it hidden.
Yeah, that's not a very good feeling.
Right. So I want to choose this narrow road because it leads to life with Jesus.
I choose that road too.
Awesome. Was that a fun experiment, kids?
I think so.
All right, we'll see you tomorrow.
Bye.
Bye.